Welcome to the Pod. I'm here with Toni Thomas, who is an award-winning beauty industry professional and beauty business guru. Hi, Toni.
Hi, Bree. How are you?
I'm well. Um, I'm so thankful that you came on to the podcast to chat with us and to share your wisdom in the beauty industry. Can you tell us a bit about what you do?
I absolutely can. Thank you for having me today. I'm really honored to be with you. Um, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am an award-winning beauty industry professional. I am a working makeup artist and esthetician. Um, I am the author of several beauty industry books. I'm the founder of an international beauty academy called the Beauty Academy. And I am the creative director of Soul Style magazine. So I work exclusively in the beauty industry. And I'm really passionate about sharing my knowledge with other beauty industry professionals.
Oh, I love that. Um, and I'm curious, what got you into your passion for beauty?
Oh, it started at a very young age for me. Um, and I kind of jumped into the beauty industry, not like other professionals do. Most beauty industry professionals go to school, they learn their trade, they get their skills, and then they launch their careers. Well, I kind of started a little bit different. I actually opened a salon and day spa before I actually had any training in the beauty industry professional. I used my business background to start a salon and spa. And once I had it up and going, I then went to school and got my training.
Wow, that is impressive.
Thank
Um,
you. So I'm a jump in with both feet kind of person and learn as I go.
oh, I love that. Um, so tell us about your beauty academy. How did that come
Well,
about?
my academy has been, it's an online academy, and it is geared towards makeup artists looking to get certified in makeup artistry. It is also a beauty business academy. So I teach beauty industry professionals how to launch and successfully relaunch or successfully take their careers and achieve their goals and dreams.
Oh, I love that, like helping other people in your industry. And I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Well, thank you. I've been in the beauty industry for almost 25 years. My passion is my purpose, and my purpose is always focused on the beauty industry, but it changes a little bit with each creative endeavor that I'm involved in. So if I'm working with the magazine, my passion and my purpose are kind of in that direction. If I'm doing makeup, whether it's on the set for, a cable news network, or I'm doing makeup for the cover shoot of a magazine, that's really where my purpose is at that moment. But to be truthful, my passion is helping other beauty industry professionals achieve their dreams. Where do they want to take their careers? And how do they successfully want to build the roadmap and get the results that they desire?
Yes, and what I love so much about when I was learning more about you is that you actually paved the way, like you said, not only having your salon, but you paved the way to get yourself into New York Fashion Week. Um,
I actually did pave the way to get myself into New York Fashion Week, and we had a great conversation about how I did that. As you know, I was very curious as a makeup artist how one goes about getting invited to be a makeup artist backstage at New York Fashion Week. And I'm not from New York. In fact, I'm from a small town in Montana. And I had absolutely no idea how to do it. But I knew that during Fashion Week, as there's hundreds of shows going on around the city, that there must be thousands of makeup artists that are working there. And it's a great thing to have on your resume. So I started doing my research, but I really didn't have the relationships and I really didn't have the connections. So I grabbed my two daughters and one of my good friends, and we bought tickets to a show. We flew to New York, and we watched this beautiful fashion show and unfold. And then, as I told you, we snuck into an after party and started introducing ourselves. And the next thing I knew, I was talking to the producer of that show, and he was interested to learn about me, and I was interested to learn about the show. And from there, a couple of months later, I was invited back to New York to chat about how to really get into the New York Fashion Week industry as a makeup artist. From that, he invited me to be the lead makeup artist and put together a team for a show he did on New Year's Eve in 2018. And he asked me to speak on stage at one of the shows to a group of other makeup artists and models who are trying to break into the industry. You know, there's a lot of ways to break into this industry. But when you're not a regular in the New York scene, it's not an easy endeavor. But I told you the way to do it is to build real relationships, right? And continue to keep those relationships going, keep connected to the people that you've built the relationships with. And now when I go to New York Fashion Week, as I told you, I've been invited back every year for the past 5 years. And now I'm invited to different shows all over the city during the week.
That always inspires me because um, as a girl that loves, design, fashion, and all those things, your dream is to go to New York Fashion Week. And to hear that the way that you did it is just, it's so inspiring. It really is.
You have to be brave and bold.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
really have to pave the way for yourself. And you, in any industry, in any profession, to get to your goals, to achieve your dreams, you really do have to pave the way for yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. And discover what everybody else knows, getting to know people in the industry, and then continuing to build those relationships. And you and I talked about how important those relationships really are.
yeah. Um,
We're talking today because we built a relationship together.
yeah, that's true. And I'm so grateful for that. I think that even being a person that didn't, go for makeup, it's still inspiring and you still have just a message that's important for people like me that's going toward different directions, but still, great advice.
Oh, I'm so glad you invited me to be on your show. I love it, and I love who you bring on. And for me, it's a way to broaden, my perspective as I'm bringing my, what I'm doing to your world and learning what you're doing to my world.
Yeah. And with that, I'm very curious, what are the misconceptions or mistakes you've seen in the beauty industry?
Well, I think there's a lack of understanding that there are a lot of makeup artists in the world. There's a lot of beauty industry professionals in the world. But to, stand alone, to be different, you've got to discover what your niche market is. And that's a difficult thing when you're just kind of breaking into the industry, honing your skills and discovering what you're good at, and then sharing those with your audience. and not trying to be the best at everything, but be really good at something and discovering what that something is, and then taking that something and truly being the best at it and then sharing it.
Yeah. I think that's something that I've been noticing with mentors as well, saying that like you don't have to be good at everything. It can be something. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. I think it's an important aspect to remember in any industry. Discover what you're really good at, and then take that and be the best at it. Practice it, understand it, do your research, get to know it, and then your community will start to build on its own.
Yeah. And what I love too is that you go by the 3 C's, right? You have the
I do.
three.
I have a little 3 C's motto, right? If you're
Yeah.
trying to discover your niche or your market, and you're trying to, it's not easy to market our services in today's virtual world, right? So I have a philosophy. I have my 3 C's to success, and they are having strong character, creating good credibility with your following or your audience, and then making sure that you collaborate with other professionals in your industry. For me in the beauty industry, collaboration is everything. If I work with, if I work with other makeup artists, if I work with photographers, if I work with stylists, by working with, colorists, by working with magazines, there's so many ways to collaborate. Once you start to collaborate, your network starts to grow because we're all sharing, right? And we're all working together. And I think instead of limiting yourself to what you do, share it. Go out, find other people to work with. Once you start to do that, it kind of is a backward step. You'll start to build your credibility, right?
Yep.
And then your character, which is so important, having strong character, having a good character, having good work ethics. People will share what you do. They'll share who you are. They'll talk about you. And you then will become an industry leader, an industry influencer, and be recognized in your industry for being good at what you do.
I like that a lot. And especially that you can learn from each other and it helps you grow in your business.
Absolutely. We are all here to learn from each other. Weed out the bad, take in the good, absorb what's working, and then continue on with it. And I think something that I always tell my students, your follow through is your greatest asset.
Yeah.
Right? Do what you say you're going to do, follow through and follow up. It's that simple.
Oh, I loved it. I just love it. So with your academy, you actually have, is it a master class or you have like an opening for people to come into your class? Or
I do. Actually, last Friday, my new book launched, Rock
oh,
Your Beauty Biz. It's the ultimate guide to becoming a successful beauty business entrepreneur. And along with the book that you can find on Amazon, I launched an online course.
oh,
And it is for all beauty industry professionals to really have a roadmap to having a successful beauty industry career. It's my no bullshit approach to working your business and creating a strong foundation with long-term residual results. And I don't, there is no this is not a course where you're going to come in and you're going to finish it in 4 days, because in the very first module, we're going to write a business plan in 5 days. So we're going to take 5 days. We're going to write a business plan that's solid, because that's the foundation of any business, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to learn. I brought in a couple industry professionals who are going to teach us how to do some online marketing, how to have strong social media marketing, which is so difficult, right? It's very difficult to market your business on social media. But we're going to talk about your goals and how to establish your purpose, because we all have to understand what our purpose is and how we share that purpose with our followers, with our clients, with our customers. I think one of the misconceptions that so many people have is that they need to learn how to sell their products and services. But the reality is, we're the face of our businesses, and so we're selling us. We're selling our purpose. We're selling our passion. We're selling our story. And we're selling our magic.
Yeah.
Each of us has so much magic to share. And when we start to remember that it's not about selling products and services, but how we can bring value to other people, then we'll start to see the results in our businesses.
Yeah, because like it humanizes, uh, and it's I think it's more personable that way.
Absolutely. Without our story, we're just another billboard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to congratulate you on your book launch. I think that's awesome. And even though I'm not in the beauty industry, I might just buy it to read it.
Oh, I would love that. You know what? It's got so many, I'm telling you, it's got so much information about, I have a 3-step social media approach. I have a really strong social media business building platform. I think you'd love it anyway. It's got a great story. You'd love it. You'd love it.
Well, I'll definitely buy it and check it out.
Well, you can find it on Amazon. It's only $7.99 for the paperback.
Okay.
And it's filled with useful information. There's no jibber jabber in this book. I get right to the point. I want you to take these strategies and implement them and see how it really changes what you're doing today and takes you to the next level.
Oh, that's awesome. You're such an inspiration with everything that you do. And I'm so thankful for you coming onto the Repod with me. Uh, but I also want you to share where can they find you on the platforms?
So I'm really easy to find. You can just start typing in Toni Thomas, Toni Thomas, on any social site. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I've got ToniThomas.com is my website. You can start there. The Beauty Academy is called womeningear.com. The Beauty Academy is really the place where you can, take the courses that I have. Currently, the Rock Your Beauty Business course is on sale for $47. It's packed full of information. In 10 days, that's actually going to go up to $97, 10 days from March 17th.
Yes.
So at the end of March, the course is going to go up. But for right now, I have it at a great price so that anybody can take the course. And every module is interactive. I do a video. We have challenges within the course. I challenge you to write a business plan. I challenge you to update your social media sites, and I teach you step by step how to do it. So I'm so glad you had me on, Bree. I love this podcast, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you so much. And I really do appreciate the fact that in your academy that you have the business plan, because I know with anybody that I have spoken to, or just even a part of my life that are entrepreneurs, that's the hardest part is the business plan. So,
It is very overwhelming. A business plan is overwhelming. And in 5 days, I teach anybody how to write a business plan in a simple, straightforward approach. And you get to download the template. So there's a business plan template that I've written and created, and together we fill out the entire template.
ah, that's so helpful. So, thank you so much for that. Um, so I want to end with the affirmations that I always end with. So I'll start with, for anyone that resonates with group number 1, your affirmation is inspired by Toni today, and to be bold. Um, and then group number 2, your affirmation is to stay, sorry, to stay focused and follow your dreams. And then for group number 3, your affirmation is that you are good enough. And with that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am proud of you. Until next time on the Brie Pod. Bye.
Bye, Bree. Thank you.
Thank you.